So Champions League is back, and I'll be giving my predictions in this video. Barcelona versus Olympiacos. God save Olympiacos! And this fixture, as an Arsenal fan, I would be watching to see if Barcelona just smash Olympiacos or they also find it a little bit tough, like we were doing. But I think most probably they are going to smash them, and at least 4 goals I can see in this game. They might concede because obviously Highland for life for Hansi Flick's team. I think they will win 5-1. Yeah, cracking prediction to start off. Newcastle versus Benfica again. Interesting game and interesting teams because I rate Benfica a lot and their ability on the ball is what I appreciate a lot. And I could be totally wrong because I don't consistently obviously watch every team in this. I have other things to do also in life, but I'll watch what they are about against Newcastle. Actually, I won't because I'll be watching Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. It is at 12:30 only, 12:30 Indian Standard Time, not your time. And they are third in their league, Benfica. They have drawn 3 games. They have scored 13 goals, and they have conceded 4. So those numbers don't say much to me. 8 games, 13 goals is not that impressive. I think this would be a good match, but Newcastle should win this. 2-1 should be the scoreline, but it would be more comfortable than a 2-1. It would be more of a 2-0 and a consolidation goal for Benfica. Leverkusen vs PSG. By the way, I have not searched if PSG have their stars back. Let's see what who they played with in their last game. They drew with Strasbourg. Okay, and Mayulu is playing, so they still don't have their players back. Mbaye is playing, Ramos is playing, K. Lee was playing. Okay, what is this team? Zaire Emery at right back. Kvaratskhelia was substituted. Okay, Nuno Mendes was substituted. William Pacho was substituted. Vitinha, Hakimi, all were on the bench. Okay, so they were saving. Most probably they were saving themselves, but they are second in the league. Wow, they are second in the league as well. And they have had a lot of injury problems, but looks like Kvaratskhelia is back. Nuno Mendes, everyone will play. And Leverkusen are fifth in their league. I just saw that also. And they are not very impressive. They have considered a lot of goals. They have considered 11 goals in their 8 games. And that is what I can analyze from this. I am not watching all the games of everyone. So I think most probably PSG are going to smash, not smash, but 3-1 win would be good. Manchester City versus Villarreal is interesting because I have seen a couple of La Liga games. I was seeing Real Madrid versus Villarreal, and I think this could be a draw because I feel Villarreal have technical quality and they are good on counter attacks. They have a decent midfield. They have Thomas Partey also in their midfield, and sometimes they play him, sometimes they don't. So I don't know, but I think that technical level of this team is good enough to harm Manchester City, and Manchester City is not as good as people think they are. Of course, Haaland will score, and that is not a genius prediction. Everyone knows he will score, but I feel like Villarreal have something, and Manchester City have vulnerabilities that we have forgotten because Haaland is doing so well. We will get to see those vulnerabilities tonight, and the fact that I have said vulnerabilities, it is a big day for me as well. Two, I guess, good, interesting games. I think a lot of goals. I'm predicting. I expect a lot of goals. And talking about a lot of goals, you would not expect a lot of goals in Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid, but you are wrong because I have heard from a lot of people, and it is evident that Atletico Madrid are scoring a lot of goals and they are also conceding a lot of goals. So it is not the old Atletico Madrid, but the way they struggled against Liverpool for the first 5-10 minutes, how they were getting smashed by them. On the right side, Arsenal loved the right side. Julian Timber, Bukayo Saka, and maybe Abreche also, who has not been doing well, and I don't know if he will play or not. Given that I'm an Arsenal fan, I have more knowledge about this game than others, obviously. So I genuinely feel this is the game for Bukayo Saka to shine, and maybe it is just simply biased, but I don't rate Atletico Madrid that highly, even though they have smashed Real Madrid 5-1, and they were basically crossing the ball from the right side and making things happen. They scored a free kick, and obviously Julian Alvarez, Griezmann, these are threat. Simeone in their midfield, and they play a 4-4-2. They can bring in Solar also, who can be a presence in the box. But given the fact that we have Saliba, we have Timber, we have Calafiori, Gabriel, probably the best defense in the world. I will have to say the best defense in the world because you name me a better defense. Like literally, this has everything. They can bomb up the field. They can score headers. They can defend header corners. They can score for corners. Physicality, even the passing level. William Saliba has that. Um, Posa, people say, but he has that technical quality also. So yeah, I feel like Arsenal are going to win this game, and it is going to be an interesting game. But I feel like we'll win this 3-1. I feel like this would be a good night at the Emirates Stadium. The Emirates Stadium would be bouncing, and we are in a decent headspace right now. You see our camp very excited to play the next game, and we are look very happy as a group. So, and so do Atletico Madrid and Simeone versus Arteta. Obviously, a very exciting clash, and people would be expecting haram ball, etc. But I don't think you'll get haram ball. It would be a pretty exciting game to watch. Chelsea versus Ajax, I think very straightforward. I'll go with Chelsea, and I am still not over in that Esteval performance against Liverpool, and I feel like I rate them highly. Reece James is back, and he's like a leader at the back for them. Also, that gives them solidity, defensive solidity. Cucurella is brilliant. Caicedo in the midfield, Enzo Fernandez in the midfield are doing well, and they have Joao Pedro also now who can do well. Wingers can be a problem, but again, then you have Esteval, Neto, and I don't even remember. They have Garnacho in the left wing. Yeah, those positions are still a doubt for me, but let's see. I don't rate Ajax that much. I think Chelsea would smash them 3-0. I won't go for 3-1. Maybe I can find a goal for Ajax, but I think Chelsea will comfortably smash them. Real Madrid versus Juventus can be an interesting clash because Juventus have done fine. Like they have not been bad, and they have been attacking wise they have been good, and they have drawn. I saw them draw two games 4-4. So there are no there is no like shortage of excitement in their game. So anything can happen in their game, but I feel like Real Madrid Mbappe right now. But I do feel for Real Madrid a lot of times that Mbappe tries to do a lot himself, and there is a lack of combination plays because sometimes Vinicius and Mbappe are just trying to shoot on their own or outpace defenders on their own, etc., etc. So it is more of a sort of a disjointed performances they have, but then at the end of the day, they have a lot of quality. People like Real Madrid fans are very much into that Arda Güler and Mbappe link up right now, and Arda Güler obviously he would have the ability to link all the forwards together. Mascherano has not had a great start to the season as of yet. He has done a few good things. I know he has done a few good things, but I think technically I don't feel like I am comfortable with him right now. Like, why would I be comfortable with Mascherano? I don't even support Real Madrid, but you get what I'm saying. That I feel like he has a little bit of problems. He has long legs, and long legs have their advantages and disadvantages. When you're sprinting, they are advantages, but when you're dribbling, you can trip up. So those are the issues. I think Real Madrid will end up winning this, but this will be an exciting game. 3-3, 3-2, not 3-3. And Spurs was Monaco, irrelevant neighbors of ours, and yeah, it seems weird sitting in India and saying that Spurs are our neighbors and calling us your own club. Sometimes it does, especially sitting in India and supporting an England club, but it is what it is. I mean, it is sports, and I don't know. I don't overthink it. But Spurs versus Monaco, I feel Monaco. are not doing that well. Yeah, the last time I checked, let's see, Strasbourg are third also. Wow, nice. Monaco are seventh in the league. So yeah, they are not doing that bad. They are not doing that well. Spurs are not doing that well as well. So I feel like this can be a 1-1 draw. Those are my Champions League predictions. And if you are disappointed, I did not predict the game between. I forgot. What is that? Uzbekistani club Kairat versus Paphos. If I did not predict, I am all in for Kairat because I found them. They were doing some nice stuff against Real Madrid. They were trying to go get on the ball. PSV versus Napoli. I will expect Napoli to win that because I feel like they are doing quite well in their own league also. They are third. Yeah, they are doing fine. And PSV, obviously, I won't judge much if you are talking about their league. Union Saint Gilloise versus Inter Milan. Inter Milan should be comfortable against them because I have no idea who Union Saint Gilloise are. Copenhagen versus Dortmund, easy win for Dortmund. Athletic Club versus Karabakh. Athletic Club should win that comfortably. Galatasaray versus Bodo Glimt. Galatasaray should win, especially coming after Liverpool's win. Coming after win against Liverpool, I mean. And I did not predict Liverpool's games also because I am not predicting small club games. So I'm joking. No, Liverpool are a great club, and I feel like I'll love it if they lose their fifth game in a row, and in a row also, if you can say that. Eintracht Frankfurt was a Liverpool. Eintracht Frankfurt score a lot of goals. Liverpool scores a lot of goals, but this could be the perfect game for Florian Wirtz because he's facing a Bundesliga club and he can shine at least against a German club. And I guess Frankfurt can also score a lot of goals, but they can concede also a lot of goals as they saw showed against Atletico Madrid. So there are issues. They are seventh in their league, and they must have scored a ton of goals. They have scored 19 goals in 7 games, but they have conceded 18 goals. So that is the kind of team they are, and yeah, they will have some trouble against Liverpool. Good opportunity for Mo Salah and Co to score some goals and get some confidence back. Bayern Munich are playing Club Brugge, and Club Brugge are not as bad as their name suggests because nobody respects them. But I really feel like they are a decent side, so they'll only lose 3-1 to Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich, yeah, they can smash you. Right now, they are in a very good mood, and when Bayern Munich are in good mood as an Arsenal fan, I fully understand the effects they can have on weaker sides. So yeah, that is my Champions League predictions, and yeah, let's see how many I get right. Post this, I'll also do how many predictions I got right, so that would be more fun. Trying to make things more interactive and better, and yeah, basically, I'm just following what other fan channels do, etc. But I'll try to have more interesting conversations and not only talk about the general trending agendas that are there in outside. So let's see what happens and see you after the Champions League fixtures.